Right, so today we are in Stuart and we're going to go over to Hyder, which is the other side of the border. And this should be interesting because there are no American immigration people there, but we will have to check back in with the Canadians on the way back. So right now, let's figure out where we're going. I shouldn't really need to figure out where we're going because this whole area, one way in, same way out. Hyder is so cut off from the rest of Alaska that they unofficially stay in the Pacific time zone rather than the Alaskan one. Guest house for sale, anyone? That is a pretty stunning view. Another small quirk of Hyder is it's the only place in Alaska that doesn't use the 907 area code. They use the code for Stuart. GPS has decided to stop routing us there or our next destination. It's always in places like this that technology starts to get a little funny. And we're not at minus 127 feet. I had no idea what to expect when I came around the corner, but this was absolutely beautiful. This is the Portland Canal, which is technically a fjord, and from here it's 71 miles to the Pacific Ocean. This place is also the northernmost ice-free port in Canada. We are about to cross from Stuart, British Columbia into Hyder, Alaska. Technically, Alaska. No American immigration, but there is a Canadian immigration, which I believe we're probably looking at. So we'll check back in on the way back. Between 1985 and 2000, there was no border control here until there were some issues with contraband. Welcome to Alaska. Speed limit is back in miles per hour. It's pretty much a ghost town. At least the main road is. Let's see where this leads. General store is shut. Taxidermy, wild fur. So most of these people, crushed trucks, will shop, go to school on the Stuart side. So these are technically Alaskan people, but they might spend a good portion of their life in Canada. Bed and breakfast, tax-free store. A lot of empty buildings. Pawn shop. It's not fully a ghost town, but certainly a lot of empty property. Right, let's get stopped somewhere. It's a newer building. It's just like a workshop for the RV type thing. That rock seems very well protected. There's got to be a story behind that. Here's the general store for sale as well. Open 9 till 9, winter 9 till question mark. That's a dead end I want to see. Okay, so there is public showers, laundry closed. Call somebody. Right, this is kind of nuts. Where can this go? It just has to stop. A couple of boats. And we are in the clouds. Let's go down to the end. We're here and we will regret it if we don't. There's no boat ramp.
The map shows this as the Hyder seaplane base, but take note, if you want to fly to anywhere else in Alaska, you'll be treated as an international arrival. Kinda makes you wonder who first exploited that little loophole.
Bugs are definitely out. Mist is clearing. That's the public boat ramp. So, let's get back to the border, which I think is that white looking building over there. A few little boats about. But pretty quiet other than that. Seems like there's one gift shop that's open here. Not too much else going on. Yeah, definitely weather's taking its toll on a lot of these buildings. God, fudge, go back and get some. Unless they would have fuel at some point, and that truck's been parked in a while. Friendliest ghost town in Alaska. So we are back in British Columbia. Think metric, 50 is 30, thereabouts. It's like 399. I don't think we're gonna, well, we're not going 400 kilometers today. We're gonna stop at the indigenous settlement that's a little before that. So some questions about the border crossing. He took down the plate, looked at the passport. Very nice guy. He said there's about 40 people that live in that town. There's a bar, there's a post office, and not much else. Definitely busier in summer. Asked if I was leaving anything that was on the bike in Canada, or delivering anything for anyone, knives or weapons, and products. Once I told him no, I didn't have any of that. I did declare my Swiss Army knife, and he kind of smiled and went, "Don't worry about it. Just it's the illegal knives, the butterfly knives, switchblades and stuff." I was sent on my way. About 3-minute stop. Very easy. I said, of course, if anybody in that town needs anything, shopping, hospital, anything, they have to leave Alaska and enter Canada. It was amazing. For my run last night, I could see 5 waterfalls coming off this hill. Mountain, I suppose, but a lot of them obscured now. Right, back on the edge of Stewart, 40 or so miles back to the junction, top off the tank, and then we're good for fuel for the day. And there is fuel at the next stop as well, but where we end up. 90, so that's at 55. The road seems a little rougher on the northbound. Wow. Couldn't tell you why. Right, let's top off the tank here. Next service is 93 kilometers. We are heading... Where are we going? It's good. So we're on 37 north. Starting to rain again. In 10 miles, I have seen 3 vehicles. so it's getting pretty remote. Just keep out of their spray. Okay, the last bridge was wood, which is kind of cool, but this metal grate is horrible. It's worse than the one in Oregon. Gotta watch out for those, really slow down, I think. So since we filled up, that's 51 miles, we have seen a dozen vehicles, including a couple of campers, a couple of big trucks carrying a diesel tank, one of them, 3 motorcycles. But that's about at 50 miles, a dozen vehicles, to give you an idea. Here we are, Balynt Lodge. Let's hope they got a warm cup of coffee. That would be nice. Oh, it's a decent size. Pretty nice looking place. Service 141. Well, we could make that, but let's take fuel anyway. Where is fuel? Over there. Yeah, pretty place. We've got a couple of Harleys. I think I figured it out. Oh, not another slippery bridge. So Balynt is a really nice spot. If you are somebody who wants your cappuccino and carrot cake and then watch nature, this might be the place. It's sizable. They got a nice coffee shop. Seems just like a bunch of young people hanging around as well. Right, I've put my feet down on this bridge just because it does want to waver around all over the place. It's these tires mixed with this spacing of grid is pretty unstable, and it is wet as well. It's something to remember. Right, done with that. Are we going to finally see some sunshine on the Cassiar Highway? Maybe. So here's something I've noticed, particularly in British Columbia, is, and maybe because it's been raining, when cars go to overtake you, I pull to the right a little and slow so they get by faster, but they don't immediately pull back in front of you, and I think they're smart enough to know that they're kicking up spray. So they actually go, 10 car lengths ahead in the other lane before they pull in. And they're actually, if they notice you pull to the right and slow down a little bit and acknowledge that you've seen them, they usually flash the hazards to say thank you. It's a very polite bunch, these Canadians. The sun is trying to come out. It's trying. Yeah, so far that's 3 bridges with, not covered bridges, but with a framework above them that all have that metal grated surface, and especially in the wet. I think the trick is either go quick, like go stay upright through gyroscopic forces, but it will weave, or just take it slow, nice and easy. I actually had to pull over and let a large truck by just before a bridge to make sure he didn't get surprised that I slowed down from 60 to about 20. Anyway, 50 some miles to go. See, the road is in rough shape in places. Any big potholes, the road crew tends to spray a line of red paint around them, but there's also older repairs that are maybe starting to crack up, so you really do have to pay attention to the road surface. And they do have internet here. So I'm pretty sure for most of this route my phone isn't working. That's gas over there. Old fire truck. So 7.5 miles for us to go. If we go past the Red Goat Lodge, he said a couple of miles north of there is a gas station and a little cafe restaurant all in one. So we're going to head there first and warm our hands and have some lunch, I think. I suspect we are staying up here at the Red Goat. Guess, oh, it's on the left, so it's down there. Iscut Motor Inn, I'm not sure that's still open. No. Right, but we're going to go find the village shop and petrol station. Although, I think we'll fill up tomorrow and grab a cup of coffee over there in the morning, if there isn't coffee at the lodge. And it is an amazing road. I'm not seeing it at its best. It's a road you certainly need to keep an eye out for animals, for potholes, and the ditches. This is a small ditch by the side of the road. Some of them are massive, so just be wary of veering to the edge of the road. Right, just had a quick grilled ham and cheese at the Cluachon Centre or store. I think it was $9 or $12 with fries. Burgers, pizzas, stuff like that. They got quite a few things on the menu. And that cafe place takes up, a third of the building. The rest of it is like a general store and the post office, which gets 3 deliveries a week. Fairly well stocked considering how remote we are.
The Red Goat Lodge in Iscut was a great place to stay. Most of the cabins were all brand new and the view was amazing. Next up, we're going to continue up the Cassiar Highway and finish it off and try and see if we can find the old mine of Cassiar. And not to quote the musical Annie, but the sun will come out tomorrow. It really has to.